As we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready! Crack all 80!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, go!
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
79 Broncos.
2nd and 13. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On play action, they'll throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 60 Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it's stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Wilson.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down and 1.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Now it's Wilson.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4.
Now Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that could be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing again here. Wilson. A short one here caught by McBride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how the drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass to 60, pass to 60. Ready.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at 7-5 now in the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's was able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
18 Rattler. Track 77. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson.
Open net is Waddle complete.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Waddle's first catch, good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. It's Wilson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wilson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Wilson.
Throw caught by Achane.
Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready, 6 the Eagles.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigma.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll set up to throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
For the Seahawks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Wilson. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Maybe you on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold and I heard.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, The offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He'll look to throw.
That one caught. It's Horton.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
That's good for our Seahawks.
Now they'll shift things around.
Mustang 19. 18, pioneer. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 range, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Keon Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half.
All level now and 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on, set.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Come 19, come 19. Go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Okay,
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 19 Tiger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blair. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A run straight ahead with H.M. And they get to it after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's H.M.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
To throw is Wilson. And it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. but that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Given 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 69, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw here. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he's caught inside the 35. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, look at the juke. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. J.J. Dobbins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Dolphin now to add the PAT. And it looked like the operation got fouled up there. This ball was pushed to the right. It's no good. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 9. They go play action with Wilson. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. This is taken in by McBride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
60, 79, 19 tight, 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. Then finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And he's got Smith and Jigbo. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Get it. Buffalo 60, 79 Broncos. Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw here.
Smith and Jigba making the play along the sideline.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready, break. Count, here we go. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Blair.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And his throw here is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Second and a yard.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, check. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. In these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's caught by Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And they could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Dolphins 13. Michael Dixon,
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Into space at the 45. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Goes right back to McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it.
Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This